This your boy T-Pope, and this the New Solution Radio podcast show. And if it ain't AZELREEFE and the family, I'ma keep saying it till I get tired. Overstand, leg up. Yo, we back in the building. You know what I'm saying? And welcome back to the Solution Radio podcast show. I am your host, T-Pope. You know what I'm saying? I got your OGs, the young guys in here. I got Fred in here. I got Katina in here. And we back with another show to bring you on this beautiful Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? And a little bit about the title. We did a show before, you know what I'm saying, on the other podcast show with my man, and we got into a deep discussion about the whistleblowers. And certain things about the Department of Justice system is just not right. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Katina. I'm going to let her start this time because Fred went the first time. He chimed in when we need to. So, ma'am, you got the floor. Let them know what's going on out here.
Hello, everybody. I'm introducing myself, Katina Washington. I'm from Lucedale, Mississippi. I work for MDOC, which was SMCI, and located in Leakesville, Mississippi. I was a case manager there. I ended up getting aggravated assaulted by an inmate, and I'm trying to get justice on pressing charges or suing the four law enforcement for not pressing the charges. So, and it's going to be on obstruction of justice and conspiracy, because I'm still trying to seek justice on what happened. I haven't been able to press charges, and the inmate is gone. So that's the sum of my story at this point. So I do have a case with the federal with that obstruction of justice and conspiracy.
Okay. Explain a little bit about what happened to you in depth, you know what I'm saying? Because we jumped around, but let's get to the meat of what happened, you know what I'm saying?
Basically, this inmate is not it just wasn't a random thing that happened. I was being harassed by this inmate, and the inmate was protecting me from the inmate. And the reason why, because I had different officers that would work my building. Mm-hmm. So this particular day, an actual officer was in there. He asked to come out, and I looked up. I didn't know that he was out. And I was in a new building because they was putting up cameras. So right. I'm in another location, so there was a camera up. So when I looked up, the inmate is at my door. When I say at the door, we have like a little steel cage that's located midway of the door. But it wasn't locked because I go and eat ice all day. And usually when I have call outs, I have to let the officer know. So this particular day, right. She let him out. I look up, he's at the door. So I'm like, why are you out? He said, my mom let me out. So I'm like, your mom? He was like, yeah. I said, well, you can't be out here. So I get up to ease toward the door, and that's when he tried to come in. So I'm looking at him, so I'm noticing he's trying to come in. So I slammed the door shut, but he's trying to get in. We're going back and forth with the door. So I succeed in getting the door closed, and I'm standing there with my foot pressuring with my body. Right. So for a few minutes, I'm at the door, and the officer, I'm thinking the officer can see him by now because she should have been looking down the hallway because she let him out. You know what I'm thinking? So after a while, I open the door, and he sticks his foot in the door and forces his way in. So now at this point, he slams the door, and we're in there by myself with him, you know? So we're tussling. He's trying to get to me. He's a short guy. That's the only reason why I think I succeeded the way I did. And eventually I end up on the floor, falling on my right side. He grabs my left foot. He's pulling me, and I'm kicking him with the right foot. He's dragging me across the floor, okay? I'm kicking him in his chest. So 3 inmates come in there and get the guy out. At this time, the warden, the deputy warden, and the captain comes in and get the inmate out.
Right.
So my adrenaline is going, you know. I call my supervisor, and she's like, well, do you think I should come down there? I'm like, what's the damn protocol? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. There's just so much going on. And so I go out there, and I'm like, K9 finna come down here. The officer that's locked up in the cage, if she comes out, she'll get fired. So she tells me, don't say anything about K9 because they'll hide their drugs. So I'm thinking, if I could get in that damn door, I'll show you some drugs.
Right.
So if that's when I decided I wanted to press charges because I'm like, okay, this is not safe. It's just me and her. She's supposed to get consent from me to let the inmate out.
Right.
She just automatically just let him out, not knowing and not caring. So at this point, I go up to the office to talk to my supervisor and tell her I want to press charges. She's telling me that it's up to CID, it's not up to me. I'm like, I'm the one that got attacked, so how can that be? Well, that's
Right.
just the way it goes. So I'm like, no. I went back to my office and started writing my paperwork up. At this point, after I did my paperwork, well, she knew about the inmate. Let me go back. She knew about him harassing me because I would brief them in on what's going on, and I would document the system. So
Mm-hmm.
when I told her, I said, "Well, you know about the inmate that that I got attacked by because of the situation. What I've been telling you. Well, you don't have any paperwork." That's what she told me. So when I go back to write my incident report up, I print out every documentation that I've had. I've like every incident I've had with him, I documented. I didn't do an incident report, but I put it in the system. So when I went in there and printed all the stuff out, plus me requested for him to see a psych doctor, all of that paperwork lined up with my documentation. When I turned it into her, she was looking like boo boo the fool.
Mm.
So she goes to lunch and they trying to figure it out now, her and I guess CID or whoever. I go to
Right.
medical to get it on record, everything that's going on. So I requested on by email when y'all gonna see me, when I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
talk to an investigator so they can do something. This happened to me maybe about 9:22 in the morning, maybe 10. I didn't see them till 4:30 in the evening.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So
That's a shame now. That's a shame.
So,
But
anyways, the investigator, the first thing he asked me was, "What did I think the inmate was trying to do?"
mm.
I got so upset. I don't even remember the rest of because he was like,
Yes.
I need to get with the inmate to find out, get his side of the story."
Right. Well, he should
I,
have just took your story and investigated it from the jump.
I had dirt all down my pants, all down my clothes, just
Mm.
still just walking around, really had a lot going on in my mind because I couldn't think clear what happened to me, but I know how they work because inmate would die in that facility and they still have him as living. The family would call there and they still have him in the system as living.
That's a
And
shame.
so I was like, this is dangerous. That's why I kept every documentation that I could keep because I felt like I was an inmate too.
Right. Right.
So at that point, I worked there 2 months after that happened to me, asking them, where's the paperwork? I wrote this man up. They got rid of all my documentation. As far as his violations,
Mm-hmm.
I had four altogether. They only recorded one. So, and they never moved him. This man is still in this facility talking to me as I leave during the day.
Mm-mm.
I had to leave due to fear for my life. I couldn't take anymore.
Nah.
So when I resigned two press charges on the outside.
Mm.
And that was the day that I resigned, the DA office called me and was like, this is what's going to happen. You're going to go before the grand jury. I hadn't done an affidavit, hadn't did any paperwork, nothing. So I'm like, how? How was all of this? How am I going before the grand jury? And I hadn't did any paperwork. Nobody's pressed any charges.
Right. Right. That don't even sound right in the beginning. I mean,
I have been before the grand jury. They have dropped charges due to my character. I mean, it's just a lot going on. And I'm like, where is the charges in the first place? You can't just drop charges and not see the charges.
right.
They stick. So
Right.
it just doesn't make sense altogether. And so I did a paper trail of everything from going to the DA office. I recorded, went to the sheriff's department trying to sue, and they like, you gotta get a lawyer. So I videoed them, everybody resigning, just going. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
Right. Right. Right.
So I finally got my lawsuit in, and it's just me against them.
That's a lot. That's a lot to take in, especially, what I'm saying, as traumatic as it is, what I'm saying, if
And
something else should have been done
I,
besides what was done. You know what I'm
I haven't
saying?
even mentioned workman comp. I've had two surgeries. They want to do a third surgery on my hand. I've had two psych doctors, physical therapy. I had three physical therapists. and I'm still on workman comp trying to settle.
Right.
They offered me $16,000.
That ain't no.
When they had my coworker, which I never met her, but me and her are friends. She's white, but she had an inmate to show his penis to her. She went out on PTSD and got almost $200,000.
And they giving you a little 16 grand.
Not even a full 20. Didn't even make it even.
That don't make no sense at all.
So I'm fighting for my workman comp. I'm fighting the NBI, Mississippi Bureau of Investigators. I'm fighting the DA office, the sheriff, and MDOC.
That's a lot to take in. That's a lot to take in.
And the Attorney General.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like that's a lot to take in.
It is.
Slout, you want to jump in?
Let me chime in. My thing is this, but I want to. First of all, I want the audience to understand who we talking with, man. To me, we got superheroes with us tonight, man. That's gonna tell us some things that the world been hiding from us, like the people on the outside looking in. So a lot of us don't get a chance to go in the inside and see what they do to us, and then come out and tell us what's going on. So y'all, I want to salute y'all, man. As man, real man. Thank y'all for doing this for the people. It's bigger than just y'all cases, man. The world need to see what's going on with y'all, man. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Y'all important to way more people than y'all think. Especially a lot of our political prisoners that's locked up right now, man. They get a chance to see what happened, how they getting treated within the system, why they not getting out these situations, why they not getting therapy, and why they not getting fixed, why they not getting help in these situations they in. Y'all actually got a chance to go see these things. Y'all know why. So y'all like living proof for us. So it's important that we protect y'all, and we know, and we let the world know about y'all. We don't let y'all voices not get heard, because y'all are very, very important to us, man. We need y'all, man. This is why. We put y'all come from us, man. So y'all came in there to go help people. When y'all came in there, y'all came in to help everybody. So my thing is, y'all went in there and think that that's like we put somebody in office. So we voted for somebody to go to office. And then they go to office. By the time they go to office, they ain't do shit they told they was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But they don't come back and tell us that why they couldn't do shit that they didn't do. They ain't come and say, "Well, these people said the government said, wait, woo. I tried to help y'all, but they wouldn't let me, fam. I couldn't do it. Tell me, they'll do that. Or they'll go in there and just sell their soul. You know what I'm saying? They'll go there and just sell their soul. My thing is, man, this is very important that y'all stories getting on. We gonna do our best, man. I'm a frontline good old soldier, man. I'm rocking with y'all the whole way. Call it what y'all want, man. We rocking out with y'all, man. That's what I gotta say with y'all tonight.
Let me show you how this thing works here. I'm suing 12 different people, right, throughout those 4 different agencies.
Right.
I am the victim, okay? I work for the state. I'm a co-worker to the state. All of them work with the state. We're all co-workers, right? I still work for the state. The Attorney General would not be, she wouldn't lawyer up for me, but she's a lawyer for 5 people that I'm suing. Now make it make sense.
It's so hard to just fathom in all of that. The mental anguish, the pain, the just dealing with this on both of y'all, especially with Fred. I mean, both of y'all stories are major impacts, and people need to realize that, like he said. And then, the money situation. Some things money can't just fix, especially with a mental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that is big mental. Wow. To me, that's more of a mental situation than it is physical, because mentally, it can mess a lot of people. A lot of people, you're a strong woman to be able to deal with it and still push on through this. You know what I'm saying? And I tip my hat to you, young lady. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
And my thing is this too, bro. I wanted to add to that, man. Is for the Queen. They got a lot of us incarcerated like that too, man. And just messing our lives up, giving us criminal histories that we really don't deserve, man. So it's about the enslavement of us, man. They continue to enslave us even within the prison system. Like I said, they see you out the joint on probation. You still in the joint. That means everything you do, you can't even be a man. You gotta tiptoe around. So it's all man. If y'all here to help us come up out this shit, pay attention to the world. The world got to pay attention to this, man. We're gonna be pushing. Let's go, man.
I got my other guy in here, Kurt Dog, in the building. You know what I'm saying? He working with me on the station too.
Hello.
I just wanted to introduce him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be working with me.
How y'all doing?
How you doing there, Kurt Dog?
I'm chilling.
Okay. Yeah, we in here with the whistleblowers, man, and we talk about justice of the DOJ. And I'm gonna kick it to Fred now. You know what I'm saying? Fred, I know you got a whole lot to say. The last show, man, you blew it up. You know what I'm saying? He blew it up on the last show. That's why I let the young lady go first, because last show Fred just blew it up. I'm talking about blew it up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, for those watching, I always like to come in and introduce myself as Fred Chalmers, aka the Whistleblower.
Yes, sir.
And long story short, man, I filed conspiracy charges on the Fed. I beat the Feds at their own game. You know, working in the Feds, I talked to a lot of brothers in there that's locked down for simple shit, and a lot of them in there for conspiracy charges. And so while I was at home on stress leave, thinking away how I could beat the Feds, the corrupt Bureau of Prisons, Department of Justice, it was like God dropped it on me and said, hey, the same thing they doing to our brothers that's locked up, you could charge them with the same crime because they doing it to you. And I had all the documentation in the world to prove it. So when I come back off my stress leave, I filed conspiracy charges on the Feds on October 27, 2021. And the next day, these folks so stupid, they don't even have sense enough to wait to retaliate. They retaliated the next day after I filed conspiracy charges. And after they put me in a threat assessment room to try to flip my conspiracy, I exposed them again. I told them dumb motherfuckers, I said, do y'all know what y'all doing right now? You know, two of my supervisors that I reported turned around and tried to say I threatened them with no paperwork, nothing to document, nothing to back up what they saying. And so when I blow this shit up, when I blow it up in their face, I get sent home for 2 years on paid leave. On paid leave, I'm sitting at the house 2 years trying to report, still trying to report. And these folks, they sent me to 2 different doctors, psych doctors. Now, mind you, I'm already seeing my own doctors. They already know what's going on. I already reported the corruption at the prison to my own doctors. But the Feds want to send me to their doctors. Right. And so they send me to their doctors. I go see their doctors. I tell their doctors, hey, man, they ask me why I'm here. I say I'm here because I'm a whistleblower. I'm being retaliated against. I think y'all setting me up too. I think y'all part of the shit. And, you know, long story short, they were, you know, both the doctors say, nah, we ain't got nothing to do with this. You know, we independent contractors, you know, we just here to take notes. And they did their job. Now, let me tell you how dirty the Feds is. This how corrupt these motherfuckers is. They sent me, after they done sent me to both the doctors, they never sent me the medical paperwork. I never got it until late. So I'm asking for the medical records. I want to see what these doctors have said about me. Right. They sent me a letter telling me the doctors say I had a permanent condition. And so I'm thinking, like, if I got a permanent condition, it's from y'all corrupt motherfuckers fucking with me. Right. But I'm knowing these doctors ain't said this shit because I just sat in there with them and we had a dialogue and they know where I was coming from. I even knew one of the doctors. This the crazy shit. I knew one of the doctors. So I'm knowing these motherfuckers ain't say this shit. So it's past 2 years, 23 months then passed. I'm sitting at the house collecting a full check. I get promoted. I get a raise. I guess they thought all that was gonna keep me quiet. They even offered me $300,000 after I did a sworn deposition. I said, no, you know, $300,000 for the shit that I know. Yeah, y'all motherfucker gotta come with it. You gonna shut me up. You gonna shut me up. You gotta come with some money. You know what I'm saying? But for $300,000, and you want me to drop my complaints against my conspiracy charges, and you want me to walk away from the Feds knowing what I know? Nah, we ain't doing that. No. And so after I didn't take the money, I ain't hear from my lawyers. They went quiet on me. And so I said, fuck this shit. I got to go to the papers. And so during that same time, I don't know if y'all know about the Goon Squad here in Mississippi, the 6 racist cops they had tortured the two black guys here. They shot one of them in the mouth, and they sexually assaulted both of them.
Wow.
This the 6 white cops. You look them up, the Goon Squad here in Rankin County in my backyard.
Yeah.
And so I started standing with them people. I started going to the rallies and shit like that. I said, the only way, because they kept covering my story up. So I said, the only way I get my story out, I got to go do something. So I started standing with them people and I started standing with the movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started being on TV, but they never show my interviews. And when I got to do my own press conference, that's when they sent me a letter in the mail talking about right before they knew I was going to do a press conference. They sent me a letter in the mail talking about they terminated me. Then they threw one of my lawsuits out, and I got, all this, and they never showed my press conference on TV. All this in the same week.
Mm-hmm.
I call this Operation Blackout.
Yeah, yeah.
And mind you, too, I got investigation reports going on with the EEO. So they say you want to hide something from black people, you put it in the book.
Yeah.
So as I'm getting my investigation reports, I'm not sitting on my reports, I'm reading these reports myself. So I started reading my reports and finding out all these misinformation these motherfuckers that lied to investigators. They just making up shit. And as I try to report these false statements, they sweeping everything under the rug.
Right.
Sweeping everything. When I tell you the Department of Justice and the feds, they the mafia. They the real mafia, y'all.
Yeah.
That's why we as a black society can't get nowhere, because they do that. Man, the state of Mississippi and the feds, they in other states too. I know how they do this shit now.
Yeah.
They try to make you act like a dog and chase your tail. Chase your tail until you get burnt out, get tired, and give up.
Right.
But they didn't know I was keeping all my documentation.
Right.
And so, that's why you see me standing on the sign and on the feds, and that's why I can go to the DOJ meeting and I can go off on their ass. Because I got documentation, I got receipts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For anybody that haven't seen the DOJ meeting that I went to, I exposed the feds in the meeting, and the video got leaked.
Yeah, I don't got that video, but I need it.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook page. It's the first thing you see on my Facebook page.
Okay.
It's like it said like it's over 12,000 views right now on Facebook.
Okay.
And the news media ain't picked it up. They covering all this shit up down here.
Right. Okay.
You got the 200 dead bodies that's buried behind the jail. The police them buried. Ain't nobody talking about that no more.
No, I saw articles on there too. I read up on it.
Yeah, you got the welfare scandal with Brett Favre, the football player, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
These fuckers, they done stole millions of dollars from the welfare money. $77 million. Now they're saying it's $90 million.
It's $91 million.
91 motherfucking million dollars, and these motherfuckers still walking the street.
Ridiculous.
Still walking the street, but you got our brothers locked up in the county. You got them locked up in the feds for the same minor shit. But these folks, they showing you how powerful they are. And so I'm right here, I'm exposing all this shit, but ain't nobody in Mississippi backing me. That sister right there, Katina Washington, she was directed to me by an old school cat named Mr. Mosley. He reported to the Mississippi Department of Corrections almost 30 years ago. They tried to plant dope on him and set him up. He been trying to get justice for almost 30 years. I call him Pops. He connected me to her. They cover everything up, bro. That's how they do. That's the whole game plan. Cover everything up till you get burnt out and everybody gonna forget about you.
Right.
And so it's our job to keep getting our voices out there. And I want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your platform get my voice out.
Oh, absolutely. We gonna push the agenda, you know what I'm saying, by any means necessary. We gonna push as hard as we can, you know what I'm saying, because people need to wake up and hear see and demonstrate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More demonstrations, like we did in the last show. We said more demonstrations. We lack more demonstrations. And reason being, I gotta say that the demonstrations that have been done, it's always somebody in there. They implant these people to disrupt, to
Yep.
cause a negative
Yep.
narrative when the agenda initially started out as positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So definitely, I support it 1,000%. I know Slaw, he supported 1,000%. You know what I'm saying?
I
Hey, I
appreciate.
want to say this too. I want to say this. I know y'all might not believe me. I know y'all heard of the hot boys, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the hottest nigga walking right now. There's no lie. There's no
Man.
lie. I'm the hottest nigga walking right now, and I ain't got no support.
Yeah.
Wow, just believe that, bro.
You're not by yourself. Listen,
She don't got no support.
I just got my name in the paper, the very paper that he was in. I just got in Jackson Advocate. I had to go to Jackson, drive 3 hours to get support because none of the local stations will air my story. So I'm
Wow.
having to pass out 300 pages down here by myself, just passing them out.
You need to be more people on top of that
They
because
too scary. And I mean, it's so small here to where everybody's kin. I don't know who is kin to who that I'm suing, and I have to be careful how I eat. Like I have to watch them fix my food. I'm calculated. I got cameras all around my house because I'm down here by myself.
right. That's sad that you have to live in those circumstances
Yeah.
just to get a peace of mind. You know
I
what I'm
want to answer
saying?
that.
Yeah.
I want to answer that real quick when it comes to, it's that shit it go on in Chicago too, man. I'm a whistleblower when it comes to Chicago. I don't give a fuck about them pussies playing with me out there. I talk bad about them all day. I don't give a fuck, bro. Some demons out there, man. Some demons in the shop, bro. It's demons out there. So my thing is, my thing is, bro, we gotta know, like you said, it's gotta be strategic how you spread your message because it's some fans in Chicago. You can talk, you do think that's gonna help you all the time. These motherfuckers part of the team too. So it's hard. It's hard for y'all to really get help because you don't know what feds is helping who. It's hard to
Yep.
find out what's the real ones that's really gonna help y'all. So I know how scary that comes because, like I said, y'all gonna come to Chicago and y'all gonna get worse than demons. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be I gotta find out which one you know what I'm saying? That's how easy it is, man. Because to fall off into it because I think everybody who put that 3-piece suit on and change their whole life, I think them the ones who we gotta look out for because
Yep.
them they put it on and then they change over, bro. They forgot they had
Right.
that T-shirt on before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They had that on before, and them most of the ones we got to direct it to. So my thing is, like I said, man, y'all looking for help just like Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford and a lot of political prisoners
Yep.
for
True.
help, man. They don't have no help
Right.
either because every time they go to every time they got all the reasons not to have these men locked up, all the reasons, but they ain't going for it. They ain't trying to get none of that. They gonna do what they gonna do, and that's it.
Right.
Still treating them like a slave. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? That's what I
That's
want
what this what I'm gonna tell y'all. This what's so important right now.
to.
Why they trying to keep my story covered up and her story covered up? They don't want us connecting whistleblowers. And see,
Right.
I done had several whistleblowers across the state from different Fed prisons reach out to me because they saw me out here fighting. They saw my story.
Mm-hmm.
And I've helped them report, show them how to document and report.
Right.
And so I'm fighting behind the scenes as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What you said, Larry Hoover and all our political brothers that's locked up right now, if my story get out nationally, it's gonna fuck up a lot of shit.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
It's gonna fuck up a lot of shit, and
Yeah.
they're gonna have to let our people out because
Yeah.
a lot of the shit that they've been covering up is validating what I'm doing right now. I'm showing how the feds work right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm showing everybody how the feds work and the state.
Yeah.
They use the same system. They use the same game plan.
Yeah.
They fucking wear you down and try to make you work until you get tired, you
Well,
give up, and it's like everybody forget about you. You just another memory.
Right.
it's to
Right.
the point where when I filed my charges, I paid $450 to file in court, right? So when I wanted to grant the court martials, I filed a petition for the court martial to go and serve these 12 people. The judge denied it. I had to serve all these people. I had to do it. They was in different counties. I had to pay servicers. I had to go pay the what is that at the sheriff's office. I had to pay them
The
to
constable.
sometimes I had to pay the servicer twice because the person wasn't at the places where they're supposed to be. I had to
Right.
pay them again, but yeah, I had to deliver those to the DA office and everything. They made me do it personally.
See, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. OG Capone, you in the building. We catch you in there locked in, baby. You want to go come on and come in on these whistleblowers, man?
Man, I can't, man. These phones making me mad, man.
Well, we see you jump in and out of there, and it's all good. It's all love, man. You know, hey, we glad to have you part of the show, man. You know what I'm saying? To give your insight on what's going on with the DOJ in Mississippi and in the other states, along with everybody that's just tuning in right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a big issue that needs to be addressed. These people are here. They have information. There's awareness going on. And if you're watching out there right now, please, please, please keep your awareness up because this is real. It could be you. It could happen to you. Nobody is exempt. So we're going to put that out there. Nobody is exempt. Certain situations, we all need awareness. We all need, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for doing this for real. You know, you just don't know.
Hey, let me tell you, I got congressmen. I got the congressman on the hook. I got the senator on the hook. I got the attorney general on the hook. When I tell y'all, and I ain't trying to just boast myself, I'm the hottest nigga walking right now. I'm telling y'all, and it's so sad that we talk about change and helping our brothers in movement. The NAACP, they not behind me. I'm talking about nobody standing behind me because I don't know if they scared or they tied in with these motherfuckers or what.
They bought out.
They gotta be bought out. So when I tell y'all, I got all the documentation to show y'all how dirty these motherfuckers is. I'm talking about they so scared. When I tell you I got proof of them covering up, they so scared to talk to me. Them motherfuckers, they won't even sit down with me because they know I got them. And it's so sad that I can expose the feds and none of this shit on the news. I had a full blown out press conference in front of the federal courthouse and they covered that shit up. Do you hear what I'm telling y'all? They covered up a whole press conference. Covered it up. Covered up my whole news article. I'm on the front page of the fucking Jackson Advocate. And they act like that shit never even existed. I'm gonna ask you this question. How many people you know can sit at home for 2 years and get paid from the feds?
Not many. Nobody.
This how serious it. I had to know something for them to let me sit at home for 2 years to get paid. This is what I'm telling. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. They let me sit at home for 2 years collecting a free check. Then offer me $300,000 to shut the fuck up.
In those words.
Hey,
but I've been
and I'm still talking. I'm still talking right now. They really want to kill me, but they know if they kill me, it's gonna make my story. They're gonna turn me into a martyr. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like a motherfucking George Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And
my story out there now.
They don't want another situation like that ever again. Because when you have to eat that plate, you know what I'm saying? That plate, excuse my term, that plate of shit been piling up for a long time. You hear me? That plate been it's just been topping and on top, and they had to eat it.
Yep.
And I know it didn't taste good. I know it didn't taste good. You feel what I'm saying? George Floyd, they had to eat a lot of it. So
yes, bro.
Man. Definitely.
It's pretty sad.
Kind of being exposed though, man, because it's just been going on forever, man. That's why Larry and them still going through hell like right now, man. It's been going on forever, man. You know, and we are the less voices right now. Y'all got to think about it, man. So we really got to be helping put this real message out here and let the people really know, man. Because this is a tiny voice right now we got, man. But it's a bigger voice now because now we got people that really exposing who's actually in the situations, man. We needed this, man. You know what I mean? This is what's needed.
It's a fight within a fight. Like see, this is the thing that I believe the way they did me is because they really blackballing me for the way that I was in the prison. Like I feel like that every person is human, and I was for what's right. So there was a lot of times I wrote officers up, so they felt like I was an inmate level. So with that itself, all those write-ups, they probably like, we got to get rid of her because they was telling it on themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I already was had a bullseye on my back. So
They start trying to
it is
destroy your
what it is.
character.
Well, see,
Try
that's
to destroy
sad
your character.
that you have to go through these type of situations, and then you get a target on your back, and
Yeah,
then you get after you got the target on your back, then it's retaliation, and
yeah,
it goes in each form and every form of. It's not only in the Department of Justice, it's everywhere.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, but especially to the inmates and the people that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes bad choices. I mean, it's just part of life itself. But we shouldn't have to pay and we shouldn't have to pay for something that we didn't start. The
I mean,
corruption, we never started that. We
you
didn't
write a
start corruption.
handbook. You write a handbook. You have a guideline. Then you don't want us to go by the guideline. Make that shit
Right,
make sense. I'm not going
right,
to jail for nobody.
right.
That's what, they want you to bend for them, but then whenever you get caught up, I know where I'm going. I'm not going to jail.
It's automatic. They automatically, they say that it's innocent till proven guilty. I don't believe in that.
Right.
I don't believe in that personally. I know a lot of people
Man,
that don't believe in that
it's
because,
never been that way. Yes.
you know what I'm saying? I think it's just worthless rhetoric that they throw out there just to make it sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But
Yes,
in any case, we should want to educate people that, okay, these one of these type of situations where you don't want to be ousted out of, you know what I'm saying, ousted out. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to be in prison by, you know what I mean, that system. You know what I'm saying? This should want to keep people out.
Yeah. Well, it's a form of slavery here. Like it's just a form of slavery. They arrest you for anything, and then when they get you behind the bar, they add more charges to you on some trumped up stuff. It's to
yeah.
keep you in there. It's crazy. I've seen a lot of stuff. Shoot, I probably need to see a psych doctor before I even got attacked because it was crazy.
Right.
Yeah, be careful which one of them you see too, because they might be on the team. Make sure you check them out.
Right. right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff too, man. What I've been noticing too around the world, man, traveling the country like I do, man. I see a lot of disrespect to our people when it comes to helping us in these hospitals and stuff like that, man. So outside of the legal system, they doing it in the hospitals and stuff like that too, in the medical system too, bro. They doing a lot of illegal stuff happening. They're not giving us the medicines we need. They're mistreating us. You know what I mean? A lot of our elders be going to these doctors and stuff like that trying to get help, and they be giving them the wrong medicines on purpose, to get their organs and stuff like that. So what I mean? This is a real big battle right here, man. When it comes to this good versus evil, man. It's a
Yeah.
good versus
Yeah,
real,
that's really
though.
what it is. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. We
Kurt,
very serious about that, man.
Dog, what's your take on
My
this?
thing is,
I mean, I know you've been chiming
I'm just listening right now. My earphones messing up. One of them then went and died, and then the other one acting up. But I'm listening to y'all.
Okay.
hey, let me get a little deep real quick, y'all. Why you
Go
gonna
ahead,
do
have
that?
your business.
Because I really wanna. By me being, I'm a frontline ghetto soldier, man, and I feel like what we got as a people got to realize too within ourselves, bro, that this is a real good and evil war. We really is fighting demons up there. Like these demons, like we have to look at that. And I realize say demons and stuff like that because I want to know us to know the capacity of what's going on, right? Who we really fighting. I want to give you the ultimate enemy. That's why I say demons. I want to give you the ultimate enemy we fighting. The one who come invade us and give us depression. The one who give us distress. The one who have us killing ourselves. The one who have us having no hope. These are all part of their system, man, that makes us destroy us, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's a good and evil war. So we got to learn how to help ourselves within, too. We got to know that it's a fight against us. As a people, we have to know this is a fight against us, bro. You know what I mean? These are real. These demons been controlling everything, from the music to everything right now. You got to think about it. The devil was the leader of all this evil shit. So he got a team of everybody working against us to keep us down, bro. You know what I mean? So we got to look within ourselves as a people and want to help each other come up out this shit. We got to get rid of these satisfied ass niggas. We got to get rid of them, man. They got to go, man. Them our top ones, bro. You know what I mean? Them satisfied ass niggas. And also as parents, our parents need to step up and raise our kids. Stop letting our kids raise themselves. Our parents are letting our kids raise themselves, man. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how far to go either. So we got to step up as parents. That's what's really helping them right now. We got to give them the message, bro.
First of all, they need to learn, and the kids need to be taught the law. You need to know the law at an early age. and work
True.
your way up, because this stuff I'm talking about, after this happened to me, I haven't gotten the first phone call by nobody. I'm the one doing the calling. If I don't call them, that's what they hoping. I never call them back. But no, I'm coming to look in your face. I'm coming to record you. I got so much footage and paperwork, so it's just sad, and there's no one trying to help. It's
Right.
sad.
We got Steve Harris in the building. We got Steve Harris. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You know
Evo,
what
what's
I'm
up, baby?
Man, I can't, man. It's hard, but it's fair, man. Man, I've been filing all kind of paperwork, man. But the conspiracy is real. The conspiracy is real. For Sister Katina Washington, as she fight the entire state of Mississippi, including the Mississippi Bureau investigation, including Mississippi Department of Corrections, a lot of governmental officials, including the district attorney's office of that governs the whole Gulf Coast of Mississippi. It's a flat out conspiracy. Flat out conspiracy. She's going to get justice. She will prevail. There's no way to wiggle out of this situation. But I just take my hat off to Sister for having the courage. Take my hat off to Brother Fred for continuing to fight the federal government. We all we got, and I appreciate y'all for having this platform to fight.
Okay.
Hey, I want to say this. Do y'all know how big of a story that would be if this hits national media? A state officer and a federal officer being conspired against by the same individuals. How big that's going to be?
Very big. That's going to be very big.
Do you know we can use that as leverage to get our people out the prison system?
Right.
Because the same weapon they used against us, now we using it on them. The rabbit got the gun now.
Right. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Ain't no motherfucking fun. It ain't no fun. I'm enjoying this shit too, man. I just hate the supporting out here. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I hate about it.
We got people scared of this, Fred. They're scared because you don't know who's been dipping in the pot with everybody else. That they don't know what to do. They don't know if the shit will go blind. Right. And that's a fact, Jack. I'm telling you, they are afraid because they have been dipping and dabbing. That prison is billions of dollars, and they've been jumping and getting money, and now they don't know what to do. I could not find a lawyer in the state of Mississippi, Alabama, or Louisiana. They
all in bed together. They all intertwined, especially when it comes down to what y'all doing. Y'all fighting the feds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all fighting the feds. So nobody really is going to touch that because they're scared of their own.
The Department of Justice know me.
The
FBI, all of them know me. I mean, I done called God, everybody they man me, the president, Kamala Harris, everybody know about me, and nobody won't say a word.
Yeah, they ain't gonna say nothing because they don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a powerful influence, and it's not just the government, but it's that evil that Slot was talking about. It's a higher level of evil, demonic, a higher level of
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Keeping
real talk, man.
You know, and it goes back to the Bible. It goes back to everything that we've been taught in schools and the curriculums that they're putting out here for these kids. They ain't learning how we learn. They took a lot of the stuff out. They took God out the schools. So if you take one, you got to put something else in replace of that. Yeah. And that's why, like I said, I'm glad that me and Slot and other podcast shows are giving those opportunities to let these stories be heard.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? I feel that, I was talking to OG about that too, in the curriculum. If it was a way that we could set our own educational curriculum Teach them about the streets and the books.
Yeah.
Not just teach them one, but teach them both so they ain't caught off guard.
That's right. That's right. Right.
Have a curriculum about, what to do when the police pull up on you. What are the proper procedures and what are your laws? What is something that, what I'm saying, that this stuff can lead to other things like that. There need to be more curriculums in the day and time that we live in to keep us grounded on what the real agenda is. As continue you experience, as Fred as you experience, it's all crooked. We don't know, so we have to implement something for education on that level. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I know they're not gonna put that in their curriculum. Oh snap! I got my guy on here. I got Mr. AGE himself, president of Artists and Global Entertainment down in the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Big man on the platform, and you know what I'm saying. Fred and Katina, y'all need to talk to this man, get close with him. You know what I'm saying. This is Mr. Stokes. Mr. Stokes,
Hello.
welcome to the show.
What's going on?
Good to see all y'all.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So we talking about whistleblowers, Department of Justice, the crookedness, you know what I'm saying, within the feds. And the two stories that they shared with us tonight really is gonna have an impact on today's society and what we live through as young adults, young black men, trying to come up in the game, you know what I'm saying, or in the world itself. What's your take on that, young brother? Can you hear me?
Were you speaking to me directly?
Yes, sir. Mr. Stokes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I didn't hear them speaking about the whistleblowers, so I don't know what the topic is. I can't really comment because I'd be.
Yeah, I kind of put you on the spot. I'm sorry. But with everything that we discussing, just about just how crooked this game really is, you know what I'm saying, and how they're manipulating the system for their benefit. But when it comes to our benefit, we get nothing. You know what I'm saying? We get kibbles and bits. We get crumbs. You know what I'm saying? And breadcrumbs. You know what I'm saying? We don't get our due justice that we need in the Department of Justice system, which they've experienced it on several levels. And I think Katina and Fred, this man might be able to help you out.
Well, in fairness, justice is about clicks. Where two or three people agree on one thing, that thing happens. Right? Now, we have people who are in high-ranking positions, but we don't work together like other nationalities and races of people work together for their common good.
Say it again.
So the United States has given us plenty as individuals, but has crumbed us out as a nation.
Right.
But for the amount of money and capabilities that the government has given key people in our race, we more than have enough to rise. But we won't come together. Not for a moment, not for an instant, not for nothing. We have our collective buying power on book is $1.5 trillion a year. And we already know that that's capped down. That's underestimated. Probably more around $3 trillion a year. But that's the economy of an entire nation. That's not the United States. Right? That's what we spend on Nikes, right? And luxury cars and gold chains, right? In the hustle. So as much as I complain about the government and about lack of justice and about police brutality and so on and so forth, the onus is not on them to treat us better than we demand to be treated. We complain about how we are treated and what we don't have, but we don't get together to advocate for or to provide solutions for what it is we don't have or we think we don't have. So I think that, no, I know that we are our own solution. We already have the money. We already have the skill. We already have the skilled personnel. We have everything that we need to rise, except for the will. We don't want to help one another. We say we want to help one another, but let somebody call your phone and ask for help and see how quickly you find an excuse for why you're not able. Right? Between all the guys sitting here on this platform right now, your capabilities can launch anybody's Fortune 500 company. Individually, you ain't going nowhere because you don't have enough divisions in your company to constitute a company that is worth investing in to make it into a public entity. But come together and you have every division you need to launch a major corporation. But we won't become one another's boards of directors. We won't become each other's admin team. We won't become one another's administrative staff, right? We won't become the influencers. Between all of you guys, you probably influence at least 5,000 people across the world, right? And that type of influence equates to money, if you would, right? So if we weren't so selfish, then this group right here could speak to that man's product line right there. If that man who has that product line was willing to share a profit share for the help, and I'm 100% certain in 3 months that man would be a millionaire. And that goes to anybody who's on this board because of who's on this board, because who I'm looking at right now. But the probability that any of us will raise our finger to make that a reality is almost zero.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Can I add on to that real quick, bro? My thing is, I see that, and you know, my thing is, that's a shame how people been like messed up like that, especially economically, man. Because by us being business owners and stuff like that, you know how hard it is for us to get our relatives or get our close friends to actually see a vision where all of us can create generational wealth together. Like, we're supposed to be looking at each other as and be happy another black man got some a business for himself. So now we can all grow together and he can share the wealth of learn what he learned, so we all can get businesses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? As a people, it should be our job to be. If I got a business and I'm in the hood and I see my guys on the block, they trying to get some work. What I'm gonna do is, what my job is to do as a business owner is go holler at the little guy and say, man, listen, I'm gonna teach y'all how I own this business right here. I'm gonna help y'all get this business next door, and y'all gonna get that. Then we gonna get the next little guy, show him how to get a business, and let him get that money too. We don't know how to teach each other how to grow, bro. We get mad at each other first. We hate each other and down each other, a man's growth. And then you gotta think about it. Dude stay right down the block from you, and you mad at him because you think he got a little more than you, and he stay right down the block from you, type shit. You know what I mean? So we have to learn as a people how to grow together, man. How to learn how to. It's bigger than trust, man. It's about learning economics, so we can't. You learn how to teach somebody how to grow. You learn how to grow, then you get some money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Show me how to grow so my guys can grow with it. I don't want you to be stuck where you at. You know what I mean?
Hey
So
guys, mute your phones. Mute that music. Go ahead, brother.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
So we gotta learn how to come up out of that as a people. You know, a lot of us get our businesses and stuff like that. You know, you'll see a black man in the hood, he'll own a business or something, right? But he'll be the only one on the block with a business. So you probably wouldn't see too many people come over there and support that black owner because he's the only one on the block with a business. But all the other guys still on the block starving. So my thing is, we gotta learn. We the new dope dealers. See, we the ones that the guys on the block see now because the guys on the streets is gone. So when they see another black man being successful, we supposed to be the man to help them out. We'll give them a bag of dope when we learn how to own that shit. So why can't show them how to own a business? See, we got to switch the bag. Show them how to own that business so we can all get on the same team. When you show them how to grow with you, see, we got to show each other to learn how to grow together. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna come in the hood with my business and put no 3-piece suit on and then try to tell y'all to put one on with me. No, I'm gonna show y'all how to get how I got it. You know what I mean? So we all can grow, man. And then let your more from other guys and other guys who can help us. You know what I mean? We gotta learn how to build a machine. That's how they build machines, man. Like, I see a lot of other cultures. Like I'm gonna use white as an example, man. I've been around a lot of white business owners. It hurt me because when I've been around the white business owners, guess what, bro? They had a wife working in the business with them. They had a auntie working in the business with them. They had a son working in the business with them. They had a cousins working in the business with them. They built generational wealth. They teaching each other how to build generational wealth. We don't have that, bro. As black business owners, I'm gonna tell you right now, I got more black business hater owners than I do people want to help us grow. That's crazy. You know, as a people, we gotta learn how to stop doing that to each other, man. We gotta learn how to go. We gotta break these chains, bro. We gotta break them. We gotta break them.
Speaking to what you're saying, your moms, your brother, your sister, your pops, your friend down the street, all of those people are irrelevant to your business because all of you guys who own businesses, you've created something that was impossible to create with your upbringing in your communities. You are what they call a unicorn. You weren't supposed to do that, right? So anybody who see you, they're going to distinguish a drastic difference between you and them. They're supposed to hate you because they don't know what the fuck you are.
Right.
Now, the people that you're supposed to link with are the people that you're talking to right now. People who are like-minded, who have risen above the misinformation, the disinformation, the traps that were laid out for us, the educational system that was sabotaged for us not to be able to rise at all.
Right.
Your success will never be based on your community helping you because your community can't help you. That's why you intrinsically already understand that it's going to be up to you to help your community. So you have to get it out of your mind that your mom and your brother and your sister and your friend and your buddy who walks with you every day are predestined to benefit you in your business. They don't have the inner workings to help you. They can talk the talk. They can say what they want for you. They can tell you it's a good idea, but they can't help you put together a business plan. They can't sit with you and work through your vision to help you scale your vision or to build capacity and so on and so forth. That right there isn't in them to do. It's in you to do and people who are like you to do. Right? We're mad at society because they're not teaming up with us. Right. But we were never supposed to go and team up with society. We were supposed to find one another. Right. And say, okay,
I want to interrupt you, but I want to direct it because when you're going with it, I want to put it in the right perspective. My thing is when I say family members joining it, it's about the mind frame I'm talking about, as far as showing each other how to build generational wealth. Say I got my business. My business can help them grow their business. My business ain't to keep my business going. My business is to help grow what they got going. I told you I don't want my family working for me. I want to work with me so we can build together. So we build a generational wealth is what I'm talking about. I don't care about them helping my business. No, we don't have a mind frame. My uncle and my mom had a mind frame to let's build together. Let's grow. We already broke already. We all broke. So if somebody got us a way out, we should want to learn how to build with them. That's what I mean by that. As a people, we don't think like that. That's what I mean by that, bro. I ain't saying they gotta be with me or they gotta do with my business. Saying no. The mind frame of the people of our people of not wanting to build in the first place economically, not knowing how to build. That's why I said when I get my business, it's my job to go show them how to get a business too, to learn show them how to gain some too. So when they in my business helping me, it's also benefiting them too at the same time. I got a business called Us Before Me. My business called Us Before Me right now today. I sell all my products across the country right now. When I'm in the hood with them, guess what? I split profit with them. If my books cost $20 and I'm in the hood with them, I get them $10. I get $10. I know how to share the profits and grow with them. I'm not making you work for me. You don't have to work for me. You work with me. So you're gonna get the same product I get and get the money I get so we can grow together. So I don't need you robbing me or trying to worry about me getting bigger than you or better than you. I want you to work with me. You see what I'm saying? This is how you have to learn, break that mentality. What you talking about? Yeah, that's my business. No, that ain't his business. That's something that we all can grow from. That's what we all can grow from. That's what we all can get. That's what they supposed to see. That's what they supposed to honor when they see that, bro. That's all I got to say about that.
We gonna change fees. We gonna change fees a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get back. I love that right there. That's a whole nother segment of another show that we gonna tap into on the Solution Radio. Again, because that involves a lot of what's going on in today's society today. With the justice for the whistleblowers, that was our initial topic. We got off into something else. I had to slow it down for a minute and change gears, but it's all good. It's all good. That happens. That's why we have podcast shows. It's information, it's education, it's all of that tied into one. So there's nothing wrong with what y'all did. That was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I love a good debate. I love, you know what I'm saying, because you learn something on both aspects of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this podcast show is about. Let me get my words together. Because the story Miss Katina brought, the story Fred brought, OG, your story, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Steve, your story, Mr. Billy, your story, all of these stories tie in together to make a beautiful conglomerate of information that can be passed along through the times. You know what I'm saying? From the laws of the Department of Justice to the laws of business to the laws of everyday life. It plays every aspect. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my take. I had to intervene on that. But yeah. Mr. Steve, you got anything you want to say? Because I know you've been quiet back there. I guess
I just want to say for the record that I got a lot to say. Well, I got a lot to say.
Hey. Go ahead, the floor is yours. Handle your business. Handle your business, brother. Handle your business.
Okay. A lot of people get discouraged while they're fighting injustice in the state of Mississippi. They get discouraged. A lot of people lose hope. They lose faith while they're in the course of fighting. But I'm here to tell you that all things are possible. All things are possible in the realm of possibilities. And what do I mean by that? What I'm telling you is that it is possible to break the chains. It is possible to slay the giant. It is possible to declare victory and win. Because I know this for a fact, because I had to fight the entire state of Mississippi when they put my brother in a jail cell for 11 years without a trial after he engaged in a full-fledged gunfight, and he declared war and went to war with the police, shot 4 cops.
Mute your phones, guys. Mute your phone.
He engaged in a full-fledged gunfight, shot the cops, and they put him in jail and held him there for 11 years without a trial. And in the course of all that, we had to fight. I'm talking about tooth and nail. We had to fight with everything that we had against the whole state of Mississippi. And I'm here to tell you that we declared victory. We declared victory unanimously. We fought them all the way into the Court of Appeals and won a historical landmark case where all the police involved were stripped of what is qualified immunity. Qualified immunity is when officers claim they fear for their life, when they in the street shooting us down like dogs. Qualified immunity is the first thing they claim as a form of protection. But in the landmark case regarding me and my family, the federal courts stripped the officers of that immunity. And that was so powerful, because now it's a landmark, which means that families of Breonna Taylor, families of George Floyd, families of every victim, that's been assassinated by the police across the country can use our case to fight qualified immunity. And so I just say that to say this: all things are possible, because I beat the state of Mississippi, and you can too. You can too. But it's going to take willpower. It's going to take self-determination. It's going to take courage to fight them with no fear. No fear of retribution, no fear of retaliation. You got to fight them. And a lot of people ask me, man, why you ain't left Mississippi? With all this going on, you got a lot of enemies. I just feel like, because it's still people here in my home state that I got to fight for. It's people that's still here that don't don't have the willpower to fight. So therefore, I have to take it upon myself to, you know, by all means, you understand what I'm saying? By all means, I want everybody that's fighting injustice against the state of Mississippi on any level to know that you can declare victory. I yield the floor.
To piggyback off of what Mr. Stokes said, my lawsuit is for $3 million. And I feel like that if it permits me to win that I put my money back in on just advocates, no lawyers, advocates to fight the state of Mississippi.
That's huge. That's huge, Queen. Just make sure you do it with the right people like you're doing it now, though, because I'm telling you, boy, they out there.
Straight advocates.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Pound out.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Fred, what you got going on? Unmute it. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Fred.
Oh yeah, I was on mute. Like I said before, as I referenced earlier, when I said I am the hottest nigga walking, I'm the hottest nigga walking. And the feds owe me millions of dollars. And what Miss Katina was, when she just said pouring back into to advocates, like the lawyers, I know how they work now. Fuck the lawyers. It got to be all straight people that's out here fighting. Because between me and Miss Katina, we hold the key to getting our people out.
Right.
We really hold the keys.
Yes, man. Know it, G.
And I'm telling you, like, really, we hold the keys. We got the answers. Like, we really beating these folks, and we ain't got the people. We ain't got no Million Man March. We ain't got shit. Like, for everything, like, when I tell y'all, like, seriously, I don't think y'all know how serious this shit is.
It's serious.
For everything them people did to us for all these years, it's our time right now between me and Miss Katina and Mr. Harris, between the three of our stories of what's going on down here in Mississippi. We can bust these motherfuckers wide the fuck open.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying it's sad. There ain't nobody behind us.
Yeah.
Yes, that's huge. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like you in California, right?
Yeah, I'm in Cali now. Yeah.
Man, you all the way in California doing a platform for us. I've done maybe like several, like maybe 5 podcasts here. I should be on every motherfucking podcast, every news station. I ain't trying to just put myself, I ain't trying to just be no celebrity.
No.
But the information between me and Mr. Harris and Miss Katina, we should be all on every fucking news station, every radio. We should be everywhere getting this message out.
Right.
And like I say, man, if you go, just all you got to do is see what I did when me and Miss Katina was at the DOJ meeting the other week. I exposed them motherfuckers right in their face, and it's on video. It's on video.
Yeah.
Them motherfucker was standing there looking stuck. They ain't never seen a nigga handle them like that before. And they couldn't do shit. They couldn't do shit because they knew what I was talking about. And then the people in the room, they stood up for me and told them motherfuckers, no, let that nigga talk.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge.
That's huge.
They tried to shut me down before my first few words. They tried to shut me down before I even got started. And them goddamn people in that room said, no, let him talk. Let him talk. Man, I got my shit out on them folks. And them folks was sitting there standing looking stuck on stupid. Stuck on stupid.
Yeah.
And you think them motherfuckers, and it's on video, them folks say, the dude say, I'm gonna sit down, I sit down with you. I told that motherfucker, nah, what I'm sitting down with you, folks, and you cover the shit up. Right. Like we should have a full-fledged movement going on right here in Mississippi.
That's right.
For Emmett Till, Mega Elvis, Fannie Lou Hamer, all the people that have died in the struggle for us, we right here.
Yes.
And I like to say, Cat Williams started the year off with where he exposed everything.
Yes.
When the Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
This is the year of exposure.
Yep.
The year of reckoning.
Yep. I
The
agree.
year of reckoning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
God said enough is enough.
Yes.
It is our time right now.
Yeah.
And we ain't doing shit with it right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what upset me right now.
Right. Like I said before, it's more awareness. You know what I'm saying? We need to raise more awareness. It's less demonstrations. We need more demonstrations. We was talking about that yesterday about, you know, what's going to be feasible and what's talk. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of talk on this end, but what can we do to make it more productive? What can we do to what are solutions that we could come up with for Katina and Fred and others that have went down this road? What are some solutions that we could come up with?
I'm going to tell you.
We already discussed that, you know, black folks ain't going to help certain people. We just gonna put it in that aspect. So what can we do as a collective together? What we got right here? How can we bring more awareness to? Because I mean, I put you on the show as much as needed to get the message across. You know what I'm saying?
This is one of my ideas that I've been doing. I've been going in front of the federal prison. As you could, I done stood on their sign. I done did videos out front of them. If I can have a collective of people to come down here and we go and stand in front of the prison where Katina had her situation at, and a whole collective stand in front of the federal prison where I reported corruption, and everybody pull out their cameras and we go live and go viral, get this story out. That's how I look at it. We got to be our own media because the media down here is not working with us. Like, again, really think about it. How Miss Katina got an over $3 million lawsuit and this shit ain't on the news?
True.
It ain't on the news. I done found conspiracy on the feds and they done covered it up. And then I just exposed them in a meeting and it was recorded and it's leaked. The video is leaked and it's at 12,000 views right now. And this ain't on national news. And then if I was in the wrong, like people said, man, them folks gonna get you. I said, how the fuck they gonna get me and they ain't locked me up yet?
Yeah.
I hate to use the word untouchable, but I'm damn near untouchable because of what I got, what I know. They gonna have to kill me to take me out. And that's real talk.
Yeah. It's sad that they gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that they would have to take that.
But yes. when you have contacted the governor, the attorney general, all of the senators, NAACP, the mayor, the board of supervisors, everybody and their mama. Yeah. Nobody. Department of Justice, MBI, nobody's saying a word. So you know that they know each other. They in bed. That's my friend. I'm not gonna do anything. That's against the law.
Yep.
They're breaking the law, and it's not acceptable. So something has got to change. We got to change some laws and raise all kind of hell. I don't know how, but it just can't be this. I can't accept that.
Right.
Because I work, I pay taxes, I own my home, I own my vehicle. I do the same thing they do. I want the same rights.
Yep.
Right.
And like I say, if this story hits national public airways, between Brett Favre and the governor and the former governor stealing $90+ million of welfare money, the 200-something dead bodies behind the jail, the 11-year-old getting shot by the police, you got Rasheem Carter getting chased through the woods by white folks and they found his body chopped up and they gave the mama the head, the skeleton, you got all this shit going on in Mississippi.
And nobody arrested.
Just like, brother, OG, you said when you came down here to Mississippi, you seen them goddamn slave houses down there on them plantations. When you said you came down here and them motherfuckers still down here, and you said y'all would have threw a party on that shit. Man, I've been talking about that shit. I've been saying that shit.
Some of them won't leave the plantation. They so damn used to it.
Yeah.
They scared to leave the
They
plantation.
paying them motherfuckers and everything.
So you mean to tell me
shit.
that there are places, which I'm aware of, but there's places that still live by that aspect in Mississippi?
Bro, can I say something? Let me answer that real quick. Let me
free,
say, I got my little bit answer coming out of there. Bro, I was just talking about this other day. I really want to say this. But please, man, let me. Bro, when I went down there and seen Chicago, it terrorized me because look, I'm for real, bro. I went down there and I felt souls. I felt souls in everything. I couldn't avoid it. Like I couldn't avoid. When I went down there and seen it and put my foot on the dirt, and when I walked up to them doors, bro, I felt all type of shit. I could not feel nothing. I felt all type of spirits around me. I felt all type of man. I felt it, man. I felt it, bro. It scared me. I don't know how the people walk around there like that. It kind of fucked me up because I felt it on that. I felt it on that ground, bro. I felt it, bro. It was. I can't even explain it. I walked up to the door just to walk up to the door and see how clean the doors was and how the grass was still mowed. Like they waiting on the slavery to come back or something. I'm like, wait a minute, they still waiting on the slavery. If the windows wasn't bust out, fam. The windows wasn't busted out. The abandoned houses wasn't busted out. You know how you on the block in the hood, you got the abandoned houses gonna be abandoned over there. They well fed, took care of. The grass still look clean, bro. I was tripping. I'm like, man, am I supposed to stay like that? Am I supposed to go in here? Am I looking around? Wait a minute, because this is still here, brand new, and they walking around the slave house like it ain't nothing. Black people, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all don't feel this shit? Y'all don't feel this shit? Y'all don't feel this shit? That's how I was feeling, bro. I was amazed. I'm like, y'all don't feel this shit?
Man, we got board of supervisors that's been on our board since 1986. So you know they got the good old boy mentality.
Ah, yeah.
We got our courthouse still has 4 Confederate flags at it.
For real? Like openly?
Yes.
Openly. I went before the board of supervisors. They had a mob up in there on me.
Hold on. That ain't the worst part. For the last 4 or 5 years, they have signed and made April the Confederacy month. The month of April is Confederacy month in Mississippi.
You mean that?
It's one of 3 states that still honor the Confederacy month for April. The month of April is dedicated to Confederacy month. The month of April.
They pay up north niggas to lead it. The up north niggas is leaving them alone. You feel what I'm saying? They letting them rule their own thing. They stand at their business. That's why these niggas ain't coming down there helping y'all. Because they're paying enough to stay out their business. And they still making their own rules. Yep. They still keeping y'all in slavery down there, the whole South. They doing the whole South like that, bro. All y'all getting it down there. Y'all slave nigga, but no, y'all free nigga, but no, y'all are slaves. Yeah, they said y'all free, but we still running this shit as a slave system. They still doing it.
And do you see in Louisiana, they just passed a law that you can't be by police no more recording. You can't be a certain feet by the police recording no more. That's law. You go to jail now if you're a certain feet by the police trying to record. That's in Louisiana. They just passed that law.
That don't even.
Wow.
Boy, it get crooked about a moment.
They trying to find their way out. They trying to weasel out of this stuff because these cameras got them.
Yeah.
Demons on camera. They do the shit right in front of us. We don't pay attention, bro. We don't.
Right. Well,
chime in on your question for how you can maximize bringing attention to what these officers and other officials are doing that are legal to us.
Right.
What I do is I shoot videos, I put together ads, commercials, and I put it on television. I'll do a 30-second or a 60-second skit. They call me and take stuff down because I put the heat on. Right. Wow. So, I do the same thing the Republicans do and the Democrats. I'll make me a 60-second infomercial and put them on blast. I'm in court right now with some ABC officers from down here in Mississippi who raided us last spring break. And officer told me, man, I know y'all made some money in here because we sitting across the street watching y'all, but we're going to get some of that money back. You can expect a law. He said, you can expect a warrant for your arrest on the beginning of the week. And I said, a warrant for what? And he said, you'll see. These guys hit me with 3 misdemeanors: selling beer without a license, which we didn't sell any beer at all; selling liquor without a license, which we had license; and for disobeying a lawful order from a police officer. All of this was fabricated, but like he said, you're gonna give us that money back, and that's the purpose. And these were felony misdemeanors, right? Felony misdemeanor. What the fuck is a felony misdemeanor? 3 of them.
I ain't never heard of such like none of that.
That's 3 felonies, which in the state of Mississippi has 20 years, right? And I was like, so I had to get me a lawyer, of course. Meet these guys down in the court. They told me to come down to the police department because they had a warrant for my arrest. I get down there. The ABC agent is standing there filling out the warrant himself. Signs it, gives it to the lady in the window, and they book me. I give me a bail bond. I get out, and I say, don't these guys know they can't sign their own warrants, let alone fabricate their own charges, right? So I told them to prove that the signature on the warrant was the judge's. Turns out that the judge whose signature is on the warrant, supposed to be on the warrant, is also the judge whose court we're supposed to go to prove these agents' case. They all working together. But when I told the judge that he had to prove to me that was his signature, they start stalling. And then they eventually told me that I can, they drop all the charges and throw it out if I'd agreed not to file a civil rights lawsuit against them, and that I admit that the officer's charges were not frivolous. And I told them, no, I am going to do a civil rights lawsuit against you, and the charges were frivolous, right? So we've been in court now for 2 years. I haven't managed to get around this judge yet, but I put them on television, I put them on social media, so on and so forth, and they've been pushing me back ever since. But eventually, like you guys, I'm going to get through this judge and everybody else, and they're going to pay me for kidnapping, false imprisonment, and the whole 9 yards.
See, there's a whole lot going on. See what I'm saying? That right there in itself, that just show you right there. Katina Fred, everybody got something going on with the government in some form or fashion, and it's like, it's ridiculous. It's a mockery. It's funny. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It just makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? At all. Period. It makes no sense at all. All right. So let's see here. We covered a lot. To everybody that's tuned in, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We ain't gonna hold everybody. You know what I'm saying? Did anybody have any last minute remarks on anything before we close this show out?
Yeah. I got a message to Brother Billy. While the courts is procrastinating in your situation, you can bypass them and go straight federal. Bypass them and go straight federal. It's called a 1983 form. Get you a 1983 form and put your foot in their ass.
There you go. Oh man.
We all need to put our foot in their ass.
Yeah. It don't get no realer than that.
Get him, OG Billy. Get him, man.
Yeah. See, this is what they did with them. Mr. Billy, unmute your mic.
Was it a 1983 form?
Yes, sir. 1983 form. It's a federal form. Look up. You on the Gulf Coast, right?
Yes.
Google United States District Court, Southern District, and look for forms. Look for the 1983 form.
Okay.
Okay. Examine it. Look at it for what it's worth. Fill it out.
That's what's up, man. Power, baby. Power. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. Big moves, big power moves being made. That's what this show about. Is bringing awareness. Each one teach one. We all learning from each other. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It don't get no better than this. One big melting pot. We're gonna do this again. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else want to take a little, you know what I'm saying, stab at anything?
Yeah, I want to say, Mr. Billy, how much you charge for your services?
What do you need done?
I need a commercial with me and Miss Katina, like putting our stories together, showing the conspiracy. It's the same conspiracy, but state and federal.
You know what? I think we can all work together. I got spare time.
I do want to say that we are Fred and I are scheduled to go before the governor's mansion. Him and I and a couple of more people that are whistleblowers. We're going to go on the 25th and do that. And I got a radio station that I'm going to on June 19th to spread awareness. So we're still working on it. Okay. We have people that's trying to work with us.
Oh, most definitely. We're going to continue to keep working with I know Slaus, he probably gonna do another show with you. I'm gonna do another show with you just to get an update with Fred too on the progress of each and every one of y'all, even Steve, how the progress is coming along and what we can still do, because it's like I said, it's still fresh. Y'all got a fresh message, a fresh agenda. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all go along in that agenda, it's gonna be people that be sent to you for reasons that only God knows. Yeah. But it's a fight that we're gonna have to continue fighting, whether it's with the, like I said, Department of Justice, or even just with the workforce or anything in everyday life. It's always gonna be a fight, a struggle of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we appreciate all the information that's been passed tonight. We got to get another show scheduled, Slaw.
So, Brother Fred, back to you. So, Brother Fred, we have a team, we have a network associated with Artisan Global, and the brothers and sisters inside this network, we pretty much do everything media out there, right?
Yes, sir. So
if you have an issue and you're already in the circle, if you put it together, we can put it together.
Absolutely.
Right. So if you have the rough footage and data that you want to make up your, we'll call it a micro documentary, if you would.
Man, I got it. All right, man. When I tell you I got some motherfucking footage, I got some footage for your ass.
Right.
So, and then like I want to say, if y'all have not seen my latest video, where me and Miss Katina was at the Department of Justice meeting, when they came down here on the 21st of last month, you will see that I'm the real motherfucking deal for sure. And the Department of Justice is the weakest motherfuckers out here. They so corrupt they don't even know how to be corrupt. They fucking stupid. They really, like, they've been getting away with this shit so long. They really thought a nigga just was gonna lay down. You know what I'm saying? They ran across the wrong nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what they ran across, the wrong nigga. I'm telling you, they ran across the wrong nigga. And for everything our people done been through, between me, Mr. Harris, and Miss Katina, we got these motherfuckers down here in Mississippi. We got them by the balls. We got them. We just gotta organize now. Malcolm X said, he said one thing that stuck with me for the longest. He said we not outnumbered, we just unorganized.
Yep. Same thing. That's what I say. That's the exact same thing I'll say.
All we gotta do is organize. That's what they fear for us the most, organizing. That's why they always had, the Messiah, the Judas. Well, what was the movie with Fred Hampton?
Judas and the Black Messiah.
They do it to us every time. When Martin was walking around, he had goddamn Jesse Jackson and them motherfuckers fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? His own people. They turned on him. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You know, man, they always had somebody coming in the inner circle, fucking up the circle, sent by the feds.
Yep.
So when we organize, we got to be so strong and so knit tight about this shit. It's up.
Right. The problem is we have all these advocates, and we're going on the same cause, but we're not working together. The same thing that Mr. Stokes was saying. We're fighting in sections when we should be fighting in unity because it's the
Right.
same thing.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mr. Billy, you on Facebook? You on Facebook?
Yes.
What? Well, let me write your name. Hold on, hold on.
That's what I'm talking about. Connections being made.
Hold up.
Business being made. This is what it's all about. Networking.
Yeah, I need to get your number and your Facebook so I can show you everything I'm talking about. And I'm gonna see you documentate. What's your Facebook name?
William Stokes.
William Stokes.
I'm about to do that with the edit.
Keep open, get it to you if you can't find it.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll send the information after the show to you, Fred.
Okay, okay.
Page and everything, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep incognito out here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I got you.
But it's beautiful that we can all connect like that and make things happen for each other. And that's what this is about. That's why all of this stuff is put together, podcasts, you know, shows, networking, and everybody that's involved, they got their hands involved in something. And this is needed in the world. I'm speaking to the public that's listening. If you're listening, put your hands together. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to say, put your hands together. Give a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands together. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know,
Bounce TV gave us 3 solid minutes, 3 minutes and 30 seconds of airtime to air anything we want to air. Right?
Wow.
Which is unheard of because I needed enough time to do a video. And I told them I wanted to do music videos on network television. They told me they don't do it. They haven't played videos on network TV in years and years, but eventually they agreed and gave me an agreement. So we have that amount of time that we can do, and that's a that's a long time when you're talking about a subject.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can fold 2 or 3 things into 3 minutes and 30 seconds effectively.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So if we took our time and put together a really nice documentary speaking to any 2 or 3 issues or more, it only cost me $30 to air it per airing.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to show y'all, this is my prized possession right here. If y'all can see that, that's a whole news article, the front page. Whole news article, and the feds act like, the DOJ act like this shit don't even exist.
That's because it's secret.
Yeah.
Anything that's not being put out in the public's eye so that it can be consumed by the masses won't be addressed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It don't matter how much arguing and yelling and screaming and assumed progress you're making behind closed doors. It's still behind closed doors. Once you leave, nobody will know about that except for you and the people who are in that room.
Right.
Right. Our objective is to put it on television and let tens of thousands of people see it.
Yes.
So here's what I learned about media, right? We don't have to broadcast nationally because when you broadcast locally, the state of Mississippi, they're going to pick it up nationally anyway.
Yeah.
Right? They don't pick it up nationally anyway. And we did a broadcast about a few months back, and we targeted the President of the United States, and specifically asked him for a specific thing. We asked him, 1, to come down to the state of Mississippi. 2, we specifically asked him to come to the city of Moss Point. 3, we asked him to bring FEMA with him, and 4, we asked him to declare a city that was not qualified for disaster declaration.
Disaster relief funds.
Yeah. So the city didn't qualify, and FEMA told them 3 times, you don't have any damage to be classified as a disaster area. But we put that thing on television. The president, 2 weeks later, the president showed up in Moss Point, Mississippi with FEMA and declared Moss Point a disaster area and left.
Wow.
Right. So I'm here to tell you, television works.
Well, I'm ready to get on TV. Real talk.
Right, man.
Yes, sir.
Real. I'm ready to fuck some shit up. Like for real, man. I'm not playing.
I love it, man. I love it.
We can get together, man, and then I'll get with T Pope, and we'll sit down and we'll put together a real good looking video, and something that's well thought out and well edited, well mastered, and we'll push it. And all you have to do is determine how long you want to go with it.
Yes, sir. Well, I got some hell of a footage. Like for real. I just want to get enough to goddamn to pick, you know, some get this on TV and the people be like, where the fuck was this at all this time? You know?
Yeah.
Well, what you're gonna need is a really good storyline. We'll help you with that.
I got it.
I got it. So you're gonna have like 2 or 3 video clips and 4 pictures that are relevant to your story.
I got it.
You tell your storyline, you transition your videos and your pictures, you know, and you sum that thing up and you move on to the next thing.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Well,
yes, sir.
What's up, man? Like to OG Billy, man. You come through the door, baby. Love, man. What's up?
Y'all don't sleep on Pope. Pope over there got some Pope got some major things he's working on over there.
Yeah. The podcast show is just one of them. It's just one of the ventures that we doing. I work along with Mr. Billy on other things. So, like I said, Fred, when he say something, he mean what he say. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, I got a video where I had hired 2 camera crews to go with me to the feds on the grounds. They bagged that at the last minute. So I had to wind up taking my kids. This before I bought my little tripod. So I took my kids out there. I was cutting the fuck up, standing on the sign, rapping, doing finesse 2 times. What's that song he came out with? It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Man, I'm out there dancing on the sign, saying I'm talking my shit. Man, I got a fake gun, I got a BB gun, putting it in my mouth, saying the Fed want to see me dead. All this shit. I'm talking shit. The police come out there. Now the police ain't got no jurisdiction on the federal ground. Now they come out there and pull guns on me and my kids while I'm laid on the ground. They lawfully put me in cuffs, unlawfully put me in cuffs, put me in back of a cop car. They sorted out with the feds. The feds said, let that nigga go. Let me go. And you know what? They swept that whole incident under the rug.
Did you get it on video?
I got it on video.
All that matters.
Yeah.
The police pulled guns on me and my kids crying on TV because they thought I was going on jail. I mean, not on TV. They crying on camera because they thought I was going to jail. They pulled guns on me and my kids and the feds swept this shit under the rug. I got a whole incident report about this shit. And then when they called me in to do the incident report, because they tried to say I was threatening people. So when I got in there and they did the little case on it, I said, make sure you put on there that I was blowing my fucking whistle, that I was a whistleblower. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was the whole purpose of me going out there, going live. I'm out there with my whistle blowing this shit, calling the director name and everything. Right. And they swept all this shit under the rug. It's on live video. It's at almost 6,000 views, you know. But y'all gotta go see the last video on my Facebook page where I exposed the DOJ to their face. That's gonna blow your fucking mind if you ain't seen it. I got footage for you, Mr. Billy. I got some badass footage for you.
Well, you also need an end game. You need an objective, something that you're trying to accomplish.
I'm trying to get paid and bury them motherfuckers.
That's an admirable cause there, young brother.
Yes, sir. I want to get paid and give back to the real fighters that's out here on the that's really putting in that work. That's my whole goal. Cause that's how I got so far, because I've been a blessing to others. So God has opened up so many doors where while these motherfuckers thought they were closing doors on me and trying to silence me, every time they close one, God opened 2 or 3 more. You know what I'm saying? Well, just like right now, I never thought I'd be on a platform with some brothers from California. Come on now.
When you finally get paid, young brother.
Yeah. And me and Mr. Harris, somebody hooked me up with Mr. Harris. They connected me to Mr. Harris and disappeared out the blue. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out Mr. Harris' story, I found me and him chopped it up and he did this badass appeal on my behalf. And he told me his story. I said, man, what the fuck? Your shit ain't on national news? Man,
Never
come
knew about
on,
it.
man. This shit
Never knew about
crazy.
it. Never
This
heard
shit
the story.
crazy.
Yeah.
The Jackson Advocate, the only one running real stores down here.
Right.
But listen,
Right.
you don't have to have national news no more because we can run our own ads, right? You can run your own PSAs, your own service announcements, so to speak.
Yeah.
So television is television. If you make it there, the people gonna rock with it.
Right.
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 And for the black community, the television, when you make it to TV, you might as well be Jesus because everything they hear is the truth.
Because you don't want their news folks anyway. They hate you, so they gonna put the wrong shit out there anyway.
Yeah.
They gonna put the wrong narrative out there anyway. Y'all got control of your own narrative, so y'all good.
I say this: if it wasn't true, they'd have been arrested us.
Yep.
That's another thing too. Because they'd have been put y'all up under the jail 10 times over with 10 layers of concrete. They gonna want to shut you up all the way. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, this shit wild, man. I'm just ready to get started, man. You know, like I say, I appreciate you for allowing us on the platform, man. I'm ready to bust some motherfucking heads and show the world how corrupt the DOJ is, the Mississippi Department of Corrections, the governor of Mississippi, the attorney general of Mississippi, the congressman, the senators. I'm ready to expose all this shit, man. This is the year of reckoning, the year of exposure, and I'm so ready, man. Nigga can't tell me shit no more. Cause I done seen it. My eyes have seen the glory. Do you hear me? For real.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I'm gonna tell you like that. We appreciate y'all coming on there.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's no problem. It's not gonna be our last encounter. We're gonna have much more encounters after that. We want to thank Mr. Billy for coming on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Mr. Steven coming on the show. OG coming on the show. You know what I'm saying? And we will do this again. OG Capone was chiming in, but he'll get in eventually one of these good old days. You know what I'm saying? It's a little technical difficulty with the system, but we're gonna work that out. Again, we want to thank everybody a part of this magical event. We're going to do this again. Y'all need to look forward to more shows coming. It's more avenues, more platforms. Y'all just keep it locked to, you know what I'm saying, the station, and we're going to keep things pumping. Solution Radio's pumping 365 live. It's on right now. You can get it. Download the app. This show will be ran back, so y'all can go back and check it out. You know what I'm saying? Check out OG the Youngbloods, his podcast out in California. Y'all can check him out on his platform, you know what I'm saying? And Facebook, you can find all these people on Facebook that's out there. Without that, you know, we can go ahead and conclude tonight. Appreciate everybody coming in.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings to all of y'all, man. Y'all keep it locked. We'll be back next Sunday. Lady Red got her show coming with the females, so y'all want to. Miss Katina, you want to stay locked on this too. You might want to jump on that one. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed night. We'll continue on.
Thank you.
You welcome.
All right.
Salute, man. We out.
We out. Peace and love.
Blessings.
This your boy T-Pole. This the new Solution Radio podcast show. And if it ain't AGELREEFE and the family, I'ma keep saying it till I get tired. Overstand, leg up.